I read When a Wolf is Hungry by Christine Nonman-Velleman, and it's illustrated by Chris D. Giacomo. It's published by Eerdmans Books for young readers. It's copyrighted in 2011. It is fiction and folktale. There's about 34 pages, and I would say that it is appropriate ages for 5 to 8-year-olds. The story starts off with Edmund Big Snout. He's a lone wolf, and all of a sudden, one Sunday morning, he starts craving rabbit. And so he decides to head into the city on his bike with a knife that he can use to eat the rabbit. And so he gets into town and he finds an apartment building with a rabbit that he decides he wants to eat. And so he heads up the elevator and he drops his knife, and one of the apartment ladies picks it up. And he gets to the room, and he realizes that he forgot his knife, and so he goes all the way back, and he comes back with a chainsaw, I believe, and he's ready to do it, and one of the apartment neighbors asks to you borrow it, and so he's very nice, and he lets him, and each time he comes back with something new to eat the rabbit with, he ends up letting someone borrow it. And so once he finally gets up to the room, there's a note on the rabbit store saying that he is on the roof, and so he gets up there, and all of them are throwing him a welcome party because they think that he lives in the building and that he's new. And so basically in the end, he becomes vegetarian, and he moves to the city and makes a lot of friends. And so that's basically the summary of the story. The illustrations, I love the pictures in this just because they take up so much of the pages, and I love the patterns that they use. Like, as you can see, the wallpaper, and you can see that the picture's pretty big, and then on this one, like, the pictures take up so much of the pages that it's really nice for kids. I want to say, there's some sort of drawing or painting. I am not 100% sure what they are. But the setting, it starts on a Sunday morning. It starts out in the woods where Edmund lives, and then he makes it to the city. The theme is that just to make friends with your neighbors. Don't see them as food or mean until you get to know them. I also think this has a good story of just being polite and nice to people even when you don't know them, because every one of the people that came up to him to ask to borrow something, he did. He gave it to them. Yeah, he has a lot of interactions between the characters, and like I said, he was super nice the whole time to them and polite, and the neighbors were polite back. For the reflective personal response, I said that children would like this book just because it is interesting and it's fun to read, and then it does teach them a good lesson of being nice and polite and just making friends. And so that's what I said for that. And then the strategy or activity, I just said that I would have my students make a chart of all of Edmund's good qualities and his bad qualities, because he does have both, and you can see them all throughout the story. So that is what I said for that.